This is my 1975 Volvo C303, also known as TGB 11, which is a 1970s Volvo army vehicle with a 6-cylinder petrol engine, and of course portal axles, which give it real nice ground clearance, almost 40 centimeters. I think it's, to be exact, 380 millimeters ground clearance with standard tires. These tires are a bit smaller actually. This is BF Goodrich mud terrain. I bought off an old Land Rover, I think. And right now we are deer hunting. We've been staying in the woods for at least 4 days. 3 deer shot so far, hoping for more. This old Volvo I made to kind of hunter slash camping vehicle with a tent and solar. So this is 400 watts solar, and it's been working great so far. I have a real simple place to wash your hands, and it's a pedal. When you push, you get some water, and you have soap close by. It's good when the kids need to wash up, or one of the dogs as well. And there is an electrical connection for shore power for the chargers, C-Tech chargers. And inside we have system for the solar charging. Drinking water, there's a on the side. Inside there is a mess. There is mostly clothes and stuff, fishing rods and a couple of things, so nothing to see there. And at the back we have trasheroo with firewood. Unfortunately it's been such a hot summer and lots of fires, so we're not allowed to use the open flame at all. So using for this camping trip, hunting trip, we're using electrical power at the back. So it's inverter that powers the water boiler and this simple stove, and it's this cabinet, inverter, and a separate 12-volt system, also DC. Since the vehicle is 24 volts, this is 24 DC, 24 to 12 volts, and a C-Tech charger. So we have some AC power when we're here. This other cabinet is for solar charger, and a fan for in case it gets too hot, turns off the fan and cools the solar charger back. And of course refrigerator, which is for food and stuff. And of course the Army's old schedule for fluids and greasing points on the vehicle. Always need to have that. This is not a self-containing system. You need to work on these old cars. And there's a compressor, actually it's 2, and a small 7-liter tank with outlets, one in the back mainly for tools or inflating kids' toys, and one on the side for the tires. And these are old boxes from some kind of working vehicle, camping stuff, tools, spare parts, and at the bottom there is mainly the hand tools and some more spare parts. And this is kind of the pantry with food, coffee, tins, and this small shelf is also aluminum with a magnetic strip on the side. And the small tools you need, the spoons, knives, forks, and there's a fire extinguisher and a first aid at the side of that. Some things which has worked out fine. in this strip is a place to wash your dishes on the side, which is just a plywood board and a basin for washing up dishes and drying on top. These are just attached to the water drop rail on the side, but it works fine for now. And I have one of these awnings for trying to keep off the rain when it gets too humid. It's been raining a lot these days, not enough sun, so we're hoping for some more power for the batteries. And it's an AGM battery. It's not that big, it's 170 amp hours, so some cooking has left us kind of low on the voltage. 11.8 volts it says, but it's steadily going up now. We have just a little bit more sun today. It's cloudy, but it's not that dark anymore. Inside the cabin we have chargers for the radios and phones, and otherwise kind of standard setup for this TGB 11 car. And the solar panels are with kind of a hinge, and you flip them up and unfold the second layer to the front. I was first thinking about making some kind of support from the ground, but I realized that it could be nice to be able to move the car at least a small distance without unfolding them, since it's not that fun to unfold them. It's quite a job actually. So the other one goes up on top of the first one, and then you put them down, so it's a support at the back as well for them. And I tried them in high winds and it works really nice. It doesn't come off, it doesn't break, it can stand real high winds. And also the tent works very nice in high winds. The one thing about this tent, it's a big one. It's inside size is 2 meters by 2.4 meters, so we can sleep 3 adults at least, and if you sleep on the wrong direction you can probably sleep 4, since the tent is deeper than it's wide. So in that case you could do like this, but haven't tried that yet, but should work fine. But the cover doesn't come off on this version, which I think is kind of sad, because you have to fold the cover on top and try to keep it dry, which is not possible when it rains and water drips down, and then you have a wet cover, which is unnecessary. But sometime in the future I may try to make a detachable cover so I can remove it and hide it somewhere. There's lots of space in the car, so it would be nice to be able to remove the cover and fold it and put it away instead of getting it wet. Hunting so far has been good. We have 3 shot deers, or rådjur as we call them in Sweden, yesterday. We're hoping for a couple of more tonight. Other about this car, it's kind of, if you compare it by other more known vehicles, it's like the mini Unimog, since it has locking differentials both front and back, and there is actually on the fly engagement of the 4-wheel drive. When you drive in the high gear you have 2-wheel drive, and if you want to engage 4-wheel drive you push this button on the fly, and then the locking differentials is one front axle and back axle, and it's these vacuum operated, so it uses the vacuum from the engine's inlet to engage the locking differentials. And I do one modification to this panel. As you see on this side, it's a standard green panel above the door, and on this side I replaced it with an aluminum piece and inserted the gauge for the solar controller. As you see, we are 11.9 volts. It's not that much sun today, it's cloudy, but at least we're getting almost 8 amps right now. And at the front I have a gauge for the 12 volt system and also for the 24 volt system, the engine voltage, and gauges for lights and stuff at the front. And at the back I have a fuse block for the solar panels and a few of the lights actually. So if I have a faulty solar panel, one of these fuses will burn and I can easily find them. And there is also a fuse for the 10 amp connection to 40 volts behind the driver's seat. And I think that's about it. This old Volvo, real fun car. Everyone should have one, I think. Go and buy one if you can find one. They're kind of rare, only 9,000 produced, around 9,000 in the 70s and 80s, and it's most of them are not alive anymore. But they are still available, a few of them. It's a really fun car. I can definitely recommend this car if you want to have a nice off-road vehicle. However, the petrol engine uses at least 2 liters of petrol for 10 kilometer drive. So that's a good reason for replacing the engine with a diesel engine or something like that, if you have the knowledge and know-how. And I knew a few people that uses the Mercedes engines with lots of success. That's a good modification to do. And that's about it, guys. Have a nice day.